loading.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll just shove that sweet chili chicken wrap in my cake hole. Question.
Yeah?
When did the original GBA come out? Was it 2001?
2001. Yep.
And they had a revision within a year.
Oh yeah, the SP was 02, wasn't
2002.
it? That's kind of
Bro,
funny.
that's fast. Even the DS had like 2 years. From the DS to the Lite.
I'm not sure what the impetus was for it, though.
I don't actually know either. I mean, the screen's better, the form factor's different. There's no headphone jack.
Maybe they wanted something slightly more compact that could actually fit in someone's pocket?
Oh, well, like the GBA can't?
Depends on the pocket. Though I do admit that it actually is not that difficult to
No.
fit a normal GBA into a pocket. DS, a little harder, but like still not that difficult.
The thing is, I can't exactly say that much like with the Switch Lite, this would have been a cheaper revision. Because it's got a better screen. and more components.
But it's not actually cheaper.
Oh.
It was the same. I'm pretty sure it was the exact same price.
So did they drop the price of the original?
I believe so.
So was this a bit like a Switch OLED situation, where they added a Switch Lite that was cheaper and more compact, and then they brought out the Switch OLED 2 years later that was upgraded and more expensive, and therefore the other models were cheaper, even though the fact that Switch OLED is the one that sells the most?
I'm not sure. I do know that the SP sold like way more. Probably because of how compact it was, actually.
I imagine they also marketed it with Pokemon.
That's also... They marketed it for a lot of things.
Because you gotta remember, like, the 2DS.
Dart Mayhem was the weirdest advertising campaign I've ever seen, and I still don't quite understand it.
Alright. Welcome back to my idiot adventure. It's Pokemon Leaf Green again. So, I've restarted Fire Red today at work. I've grinded my way to Cerulean City. Yes, I'm there already. It took, I think, an hour. I actually need to turn my SP on, so let's just have a cheeky peek. And then let's get the link cable out.
Oh god, you didn't do this beforehand?
Nope. Anything of significant note, I will be doing on stream.
Okay, that's fair.
I want to chronicle my journey for the eons.
We're dragging over Bulbasaur? Or what?
We're dragging over something.
Okay.
Well,
He's
two
not
things.
telling me.
Let me just skip the recap. And head up yon stairs. Yes, there's a save file, I'm aware. Oh, great, because this is my first time in the upper floor of a Pokemon Center, I need to go through Tiala's bullshit.
Look. At least it's not as bad as going downstairs in Gen 4.
Oh dear, I'm going downstairs in Gen 4. Here's the power pad. Here's how you use the power pad. Here's all the features in this room. Here's all the features in this room. Shut up!
Don't exist. It was bad. It was bad back then, honestly. The Wi-Fi not existing anymore was not an issue. It was just hell to sit through.
All right.
I mean, the PalPad did actually work. It was a primitive idea, but it did what it was intended to do.
It would, right. So on this screen, we are going to send over...
Horse? Wait, who are you getting rid of?
That's actually a good point. I need to go catch some,
You didn't think things through.
You're right, I didn't.
Your friend wants to trade Pokemon.
Your friend currently doesn't. Because I did not think this through. Right, I'm just gonna... I need to go catch 2 sacrificial,
Pidgeys.
Pidgeys, I guess.
Like the first 2 things we find.
I'm just gonna leave that down there. Oh yeah, trading requires sacrifice.
There is no growth without sacrifice.
You alright over there, Ganondorf?
Wait, is that what it is? I was just like saying shit.
I don't know. That feels like a Ganondorf line. Let's
I thought it was just like a generic generic RPG
there?
kind of thing. Wait, no. 35. So right above Zubat.
I know it's in here. Right. Let's go catch some sacrificial lambs. Do I have balls? Is a phrase I've now said.
I didn't want to comment. It's too much of a low-hanging fruit.
Got
Got him.
him.
Alright, there's one. There's one. Alright. Wait, was the Bulbasaur also female?
Yes.
I
actually had to reset for that one.
Okay.
That was my most of my break at work was resetting for a Bulbasaur.
How many tries?
It took about 10.
Yeah. I think the only time I actually cared about that was in Sun Moon 1, and I soft reset. It only took me 2 tries for a female Rowlet, and I think the nature sucks, so it took me 15 more tries. It's like, it's modest. No. I'm gonna get a better one. Is everything eventually gonna end up in Emerald?
Yes.
Okay.
Emerald is going to be the game. I was debating doing it in Ruby, because that's my first Pokemon game, but...
Oh, we're gonna need to catch a lot of things in here regardless.
Yeah.
The post-game is locked behind catching 60 things.
Exactly. So...
I've forgotten about that.
Yeah, Fire Red and Leaf Green has some odd decisions. Like, anything that can evolve into something that was added later won't until you're in the post-game. It'll start to evolve, and then it'll just stop.
Yeah, it was one of the saddest moments of my life. It's like, oh, I can use Crobat! No, I can't.
No, you can't.
And then it collected dust forever.
You know what? Shout out to, I mean, Hot Gonzo Silver made it a workaround. And then Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire is just like, yeah, fuck it, we'll add them to the Pokedex.
I'm not sure what you mean by workaround.
Some of them you could do, like obviously Yanma into Yanmega was all quite easy. But then there was other ones where it's like, you're not getting Leaf, you're not Glaceon in this game naturally. Or Magnezone, or, any of that stuff.
It's specifically the location one. It was Leafeon, Glaceon, Magnezone, and Probopus. I'm not sure why they left those out. Well, I kind of am.
I guess they
Doesn't
couldn't...
Doesn't mean I agree with it. Wait, what's it holding?
Oh, the Moonstone.
Oh, that's important.
It is! I need a 4th Moonstone.
Yeah.
Mercifully, I already got a 3rd one from the Clefairy, so...
Yeah, Moonstones are in short supply. I think there's like 3 freestanding ones. The last one... I want to say the last one's on Route 2, behind the cut trees.
I think it is, yeah.
There's one on Mount Moon, one slightly after Mount Moon, I think? Or
So there is Spore Spawn.
I appreciate the name.
I couldn't think of anything better to name it, so I was like, yeah, okay, it looks like the first boss of Metroid.
I mean, you could call it Jiraiya, but that might be pushing the joke a bit.
Yeah, that's yeah. I was gonna call it SR388, and it's like, it's not a planet,
That's a
Bulbasaur. And I want to send over
the E-cans.
the E-cans, which is just, I'd like to remind everybody, Snake backwards. So, why did I call it Saki? Oh, I don't know.
May all
Saki.
May all your daughters be born with 3 bottoms.
Yeah. What's the matter? Don't you like this girl? Well, yes, but... Well, what's the problem? She's got 8 legs.
Oh god, we're back here again.
7 vaginas. What? It's like, any other problems? No, we're fine. This is the most I am ever gonna see this fucking... I mean, to be fair, it's not hard for this to be the most I've ever seen this. I've never seen this.
What, in Ekans?
Well, any of the... trading shit in Gen 3. Like, we're gonna see this a lot.
I prefer it on the Hoenn because I think the music is nicer.
Alright, that is Fire Red's contribution complete.
Mm-hmm.
So, back on our merry adventure. So, right, so we now have an Ecans.
You
And
do realize that
Bulbasaur.
The way you're choosing to do this project, having one of each in Emerald, you will have basically 1.5 free box slots and nothing else.
Yeah.
Relax, that's not bad for Bulbasaur.
That's not bad for Bulbasaur.
Oh god, you just acquired a Bulbasaur in Cerulean City. This feels weird to me now.
I mean...
That's how most people got theirs.
So I believe Ekans evolved at level 22?
22, 24, something like that. We're keeping Spore Spawn on the team, right?
I don't know. Definitely for now, much like Arbiter.
Mm-hmm.
We're not keeping Saki, because Arbok is terrible.
Yeah. The main draw, I think, is the Bulbasaur gets Leech Seed, and, mwah.
Fucking Leech Seed. It's not Gen 1 Leech Seed, which is,
Yeah, that's like double Chef's Kiss. But, like, anything that gets Leech Seed is automatically in the running.
Oh,
Especially
God, yeah.
now. Oh, no, it's got Shed Skin.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Not
it
like
has Shed Skin.
Not like we're keeping it, so who cares?
No, I have no interest in using an Arbok.
When are they going to give Arbok and Sandslash evolutions?
You know what? I feel like it's going to happen eventually.
It probably should, because both of them are just kind of bad.
They're very much in the same situation that
You probably should swip the Ekans out, because
Stantler is in.
Yeah, but Stantler has Veerdeer now.
Yeah, that's exactly why. They're in the same situation that was in.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm kind of shit. But not god-awful. Does that make sense?
Arbok is pretty god-awful, though.
Well, yeah, it's an Arbok.
Sandslash is okay at least.
Sandslash at least has defense.
It's like a ground type with the stats of Grappler.
Yeah. But we
Which
want a ground type with the stats of like Golem
Dugtrio.
or Dugtrio.
Or of course Butterfree's not in the party. Nah.
Locked and loaded.
Blip, blip.
So I am genuinely sat here with all 3 Kanto starters in a copy of Fire Red. Like,
Oh, just remember, Bubble is bad in this game.
yeah, Bubble is bad in this game. We're not Gen 6.
I want to say Gen 7, but I'll look it up.
Also, I'm fairly sure they've gotten rid of Water Gun.
They got rid of. I think they got rid of Bubble actually, but I'll look.
I know
They got
they've
rid of one of them.
like I think they might have also got rid of Bubble Beam.
They got rid of Bubble.
Which is odd because that's now that at the time is better Water Gun.
Okay, it was Gen 6.
Gen 6.
I think Water Gun is still in the game. Bubble Beam, I'm not sure, but I want to say that got kept.
Which is an interesting decision. Saki.
Bubble Beam would load.
Alright, so there are new things to catch here.
Like what, Bellsprout?
Bellsprout.
I think Bellsprout's like the only thing here. Maybe. Oh, no.
Abra.
Venonat. I think Venonat's here in yellow. Yeah, Water Gun was retained, and let me check Bubble Beam. I'm pretty sure that still exists. There's Bellsprout.
Bellsprout.
Yeah, and Bubble Beam got kept. Not a lot of things get it.
No,
Well,
because
in Gen 9, a lot of things get it. A lot more things got it in Gen 8.
oh, it just keeps growing. So I can catch Wild Weeping Bell later. I'm very sure.
Yes, Graphic Team.
That requires no explanation.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Why'd you call it nice? Nice.
Caterpie, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this one's a little more self-explanatory. You just need to look at its Pokedex number.
Bellsprout. Oh, I was gonna look at its face.
No, that's Poggers. I don't know, do I want to waste time training up this Ekans now?
No.
No. Ecan's bad.
It'll be faster later, and besides, if it doesn't matter and you're just gonna trade it to Emerald, you can just like wait.
I could.
I mean, you might have to do it for the right there, yeah. I mean, we might have to for the catch 60 mons, but we'll cross the bridge when we get to it. 23.
That is here.
Yep.
All right, the first box is filling up.
Now, if only we had Pokemon box and just transfer things en masse.
That'd be nice. I don't want to know how much that is.
Actually, no, wait. I think that it can only interface with the Ruby Sapphire. Never mind. It's not gonna. Yeah, I think it only interfaces through Ruby and Sapphire, so that wouldn't even help.
Attract! That's something I could potentially get mileage out of, given I've got female starters.
He laughs now. But watch, he has to, like, attract still out this one fight. With Leech Seed. I'm just thinking about it.
So Abra can be found here, can't it?
Yes. I think it's like a 10% chance.
Alright, we're grinding for Abra, boys.
You're out 24. %15 chance. You know you can just buy an Abra, right?
Look, right. That game corner's gonna take something from me. It ain't gonna be a fucking Abra.
It's the cheapest thing there. It's like 100 coins.
That's not the point. That's 100 coins that could go to a faster Porygon.
Yeah, but you actually, like, get the amulet coin in this game as part of Pokedex completion. It's either 20 or 40, I think.
You know, I will genuinely... Probably... I don't know when we're gonna do the game corner bullshit. But at some point in my life, I am actually gonna have to sit down at work on my breaks and grind out the fucking game corner. And that kind of depresses me.
First to seek your amulet coin.
Are we sure this is 15%?
That's what this table says. But, like, Oddish and Bellsprout are 25%. Caterpie and Weedle are 20% each. Alright. You toss one ball and hope it works.
Yeah, that's the plan. This is an Abra, so the only thing we can do is run. So the good news is, I'm not super fussed about having multiple Abras because it can be found in Hoenn.
And in Hoenn, I think I had to use a Great Ball to YOLO catch it.
The thing is, if I'm gonna... I could put it to sleep, but that would require me being faster.
The Butterfree might be faster. Does the Butterfree have Sleep Powder yet?
I don't know.
Level up. 15. Okay.
Beep, beep. Sprout.
You could just, like, kill that for XP if you really wanted to.
I could. Let's test magnitude. Yeah, that's magnitude.
Huh. A non-negligible amount of XP.
That would be, though.
Okay, so, like, all the bugs are level 7 and 8. Most stuff is, like, 12 to 14. Abra's also kind of on the low end.
This is such a weird place to find an Abra.
Gotta find it somewhere.
Nice.
Damn. I wasn't expecting that to work. It's a bra! Sorry, that joke wasn't actually funny.
No, it wasn't.
Ah, of course.
I'm gonna make a spoons joke.
I don't know if that's better or worse than what I named mine. Neutral nature.
Yeah. Well, we can switch train it.
There's 6 levels.
Yep.
Alright.
Welcome to the Abra experience.
At least it's not as bad as Magikarp.
No, because Magikarp gives you the illusion of being able to fight back.
Yeah.
Whereas this bitch is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna say, yeah. Unless you're those trainers in Eternal Forest in BDSP who are like, fuck you, Energy Ball.
Because they, hidden power cannot be selected in the battle.
And also, the ones in the trainer school, where I walked in with a Piplup and it was like, ah, fuck you, Charge Beam, and I was like, what? And then I realised, oh, we're playing this kind of game.
Oh, burning him with Chomp might actually be bad.
It might be, because it probably has guts.
What do you mean, probably?
Oh, this is Gen 3, so yeah, it will have guts.
I also did a fairly large
Well,
amount of
that was a
damage.
lot of damage. I made some a chop.
That's fair, I suppose.
Geodude.
This is what the Bulbasaur is for. No, wait. The Bulbasaur and the Squirrel both dissipate. Ugh.
Yep.
That's gonna be weird. Something we have to deal with for the next several levels.
We're probably going to end up having to deal with it for most of the game.
No, actually, this is the only time when it's a problem. Because Misty gives you 30, and then Erica gives you 50, and then by the time you get to Erica, you're like basically just around level 30. Unless you're some sort of insane bastard who challenges Sabrina level 50, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Is this a kid we have to leave alive from you? No.
No. But it is youngster Joey, who has a
I
Rattata.
think it's the next one.
Alright, statistical likelihood of this having pursuit.
I don't remember when Rattata gets pursued. Let me check. 27. Oh, right. It was like way later for some reason in this game.
That should kill Magnitude 7.
And then Diamond and Pearl just put pursuit really early on everything.
And back to Geodude. I can't believe I'm using the goddamn Geodude.
I believe it.
It's just one of those things that's never actually really crossed my mind.
I used it in Platinum and it lifted.
I will say, no, I'm not going to be using Alakazam. I have some restraint. How much do you want to snap the game in half? The answer is yes.
Smiley face.
Alakazam didn't start getting nerfed until Gen 4. And even then. I don't think Alakazam has ever been bad.
Gen 5.
Well, it got outclassed in Gen 5 because everything else in that Gen 5 added in terms of pure psychic types is bulky as sin. Which is the one thing Alakazam does not have.
And like the things it needs to kill are like just out of one-shot range.
Yep.
Actually, I don't know if that's actually true, because Life Orb Magikarp exists.
Here's the Mew Trainer.
There he is.
I'm fairly sure it's this guy and a guy in the Cerulean Gym with a shell that can do it. but only if you growl enough times first.
That... What?
I'm fairly sure there
It's
is
based
a...
on the it's based on the special stat, so I don't think it's growl. No, I think you are correct about it being that guy.
It is that guy with the shell, though. I just can't remember what this...
Oh, wait. I think growl, like, makes his AI change or something? I don't remember how it works. This is starting to sound familiar.
Bye, Slowpoke. A male Nidoran. Let me guess, her boyfriend's got the female one. Manchu 6, that still kills, and male Nidoran. Yeah, look at that.
Okay, it is the shelter, but growl's not required.
Oh, this chick's got both Nidorans, okay. Geoduden's getting some love up here. I know we ask this every time, but what are these things? Are they rabbits? Gerbils?
I believe I think they're supposed to be rabbits, yes.
I mean, that would explain the Moonstone.
Oh shit! Oh my god.
Alright, this guy's got a lot of rocks. Good job, Chestnut.
Oh, growl. Growl makes its level go down. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So if you use growl on something, the Mew's gonna be level 6. If you use it twice, it's level 5, and so on.
So that's how you get a level 1 Mew,
whatever.
which
yeah.
you can then get to level 100.
Oh right, yeah, because the Enderflow exists.
That's fucking genius. Right, this isn't the anime, I'm not going to go for the horn.
You gotta love functions where x equals what makes it a negative number.
Machop. Hmm. Karate chop action. And a Geodude again. And back to soft serve.
Look at all those useless IVs you can give me this Abra.
Oh yes, this Abra I'm not going to use.
Okay, fair.
You know what, Chestnut can finish this.
You mean there's a chance you might use it?
I mean, it's slim. I mean, the team right now is Charmeleon, Geodude, Mankey.
Yeah.
So... I mean, it's possible.
You can ride for a while with a
Kadabra.
decently powerful low-level Psychic that knows confusion. Wait.
It's fine, I can come back here.
I think it's a Calcium.
Right, definitely won't be this battle that evolves Abra, but it's fine. E-cans!
In English, it's E-Tanks.
Oh no, you intimidated my Abra. Now my physical attacks will do less damage.
No, my Ice Punch!
No! My Psycho Cut! Come on, magnitude 10. Fuck him up. 7? No, I'll still kill it.
7 is still pretty good.
At what point does it match Earthquake? Is it 8?
7 or 8. I think it's 8. Let me look. Oh, it's halfway between 8 and 9. That is same power of Earthquake.
Okay,
Right.
so it'll be 9 then.
Yeah.
Magnitude 8.5.
Oh. It's a bell-shaped distribution of what gets drawn. All right.
Okay, so where is it more likely? Like 6, 7?
7. It goes from 4 to 10, with 7 being most likely.
Okay.
I actually didn't know it was bell-shaped. I thought it was like a slowly sloping downwards. Like 10 would be the rarest, but like 4 was still weirdly common.
There was a part of me to think it was like the actual Richter scale, so it was logarithmic.
That would be kind of messed up.
And also, I'm fairly sure if Game Freak attempted that kind of programming, it'd break.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, I go to San Francisco.
It's okay. Gen 2 was designed by Iwata, so it was probably works just fine. Sandshrew. Alright. Probably use, like, Squirtle as a joke. Or one of them.
Yeah, let's use Arbiter. Pocket Sand!
Oh, we could be here for a while.
I mean, if I was having sand chucked in my eyes, I'd turn away too. I mean, I can believe Arbiter didn't actually notice.
Mm-hmm.
I can't fucking see! I mean, sure. This fucking Pocket Sand, man. I'm being walled by a Sandshrew.
I'm not sure if being walled is the correct description to use here.
Fuck you, Chad.
Oh, she has like a fairy? No. No, she wants like a fairy.
What she wants is to lose.
Oddish, alright.
That is indeed an odd dish.
Make sure Abra evolves at exactly level 16.
Yep, otherwise this motherfucker's useless.
Unless they're playing Gen 7, then it's always useless.
It's like, ooh, Kinesis. Oh.
Oh.
I'm fairly sure this will get it to level 16. Pidgey! Geoduden's on the PlayStation Network, that's fine. You could have killed me. And instead, you opted for mercy. Or arrogance. Oh boy! He wants the ice cream.
Yum yum yum. Fuss.
Now why is this thing disgustingly broken? That's why.
Yum yum.
47 special attack. At
With
level
like
16.
0 HP. With like 0 HP. Don't
Oh
worry
yeah, it's
about
got
it.
like nothing.
Those aren't trainers. I think they just have the fame checker quote. Oh god, he turned into a fairy just like that gag manga.
You've got a bill.
Oh god, now he's charging me?
Yeah, sure, I'll go. And here's a benefit to having Kadabra.
I forget if speedruns use Abra.
Teleportation, yes, give it a boop up.
I know that TASs use Abra because they can actually just manipulate the cache to work. I just don't remember if speedruns proper use Abra for that.
Alright, so we need a way through Misty's gym.
Bulbasaur.
Fair.
You've got a couple of options.
There are options.
I mean, like, even with Bulbasaur's disobedience, I still think it's, like, the safest bet.
But more importantly...
Okay. Alright, now does this one-shot? Yes. Okay.
Of course it fucking does.
Look. With, like, bad enough IV rolls, it would just, like, do, like, 85 or 90%, and then you just get hit and die. And become very sad.
So, Kadabra and Alakazam are... disgusting.
I don't share your opinion, but that's because every time I try to use one, it's like always bad in some way. Like the last 2 or 3 I tried to use were all adamant. I'm like, no.
Oh, that's the worst thing in Smash.
I forgot. Magikarp isn't in Smash like that.
No, it's not. Ah yes, those fire moves I'm going to use on your fish.
Mud support Relicanth, baby!
Alright, this could go either way. Emily's like, I'm not allowed to call Elon an idiot. That could hurt. You know what? Let's actually try Spore Spawn and see what happens. Level 21 Sami.
I would click Leech Seed. And... oh, okay.
Alright, that works. I mean, there's nothing this could do that's bad.
I forget if it has Bubble Beam.
I mean, Swift's doing the damage.
Yeah. Oh, it's Water Pulse, that's right. At least he actually got an attack off.
Yeah?
Probably Chestnut. I know it doesn't have a Psychic attack, but... wait, do you still have Scratch or... no, you don't. No, you don't.
We're going for the rolls.
Oh, God.
At what point does she heal?
I don't remember, actually. Maybe now? Or, like, never. Like, I don't remember Misty healing very much. Oh, God! Live, I command thee. Ugh, that's annoying. That could have, like, worked. There it is.
That's fucking annoying. How many of those should she have?
I have no way of knowing, but I want to say only one. Volpedia doesn't exactly have data on potion usage.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm clicking this. There is no shot in hell Geodude survives this. Outside of Gen 5. Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to revive the only thing on my team that resists water.
Well, one of two things.
And it's time for the strat.
Potion spams?
That's the plan.
Alright. Just checking.
I have no potions.
Oh my god, you idiot.
It's fine.
I can't believe that worked.
Roll of the dice, baby!
You didn't deserve Kadabra just dying like that. However, you also did deserve this.
Every reaction has an equal and opposite reaction.
We miss out on any moves? I hope not.
Level 18? I don't think so.
No, okay. Please tell me this thing has sleep powder.
It does.
Okay, good.
And we get Water Pulse. Alright.
Now we just need to raise Squirtle a couple of levels.
We do, actually. Move aside, Rosa.
Crikey, it's the Albanian Rosa.
This responds on a chop. Alright.
Ah, yes, Team Rocket. Famous for their chops.
They're pretty much just like Rattata.
And Zubats.
Toppings.
And the occasional Lekins if you're a girl.
There are no Rocket Girls in this game until the post-game hits. Yikes.
Go get him, Chestnut.
It's called the Rocket Hollow Knight. Yeah. That's so boring.
Drowsy looks like one of those Viennese biscuits that's half dipped in chocolate. Aha, nice try. TM28 dig. Delicious. Yeah, okay, so we do need to evolve Squirtle. If only to get that part of the equation out of the way now.
Mm-hmm. Besides, there's nothing wrong with like a stab up across the board.
Yeah.
I don't remember if you can catch anything here.
I think it's Meowth.
That sounds right. I was like, Vulpix? No, let's go.
So I think it's safe to say that Cantonian Persian is the worst one.
It's the best one. What are you on about?
Well, there's Cantonian Persian, there's Alolan Persian, and then there's Berserker.
Yeah, the worst one is Alolan Persian.
And where does Berserker fit into that?
We have no idea. That might actually be worse. However, it is known that the Cantonian Persian is the best one because you get stab on fake out and slash, and you can just do a bajillion damage. I think the Alolan version might be slower than the normal one, which is a problem.
So we can catch Persian later, can't we?
I don't remember.
Ah, the daycare. We're not going to be using that.
Oh, Alolan Persian's special for some reason. The speed is the same, never mind. Or can you? Words are hard. Oh, we can. On the semi-islands. Okay. I've forgotten about that, actually.
Alright,
Catch
Route
Persian-
6.
You can catch Persian in various semi-island locations.
Okay, that's fine then. Baby, a fucking citrus berry. And a rare candy. Okay.
Yeah, but Citrus Berry is bad in this game.
Is there any new Pokemon here on Route 6?
I'll look.
I don't think there is.
My brain wants to say maybe Psyduck, but I don't know if that's actually on land.
I feel that's in the water.
No, nothing new. Psyduck is on... Psyduck is in Fire Red and Slowpoke's Leaf Green. Okay, so Leaf Green got the better one.
Which bug did Leaf Green get? Did it get Pinsir?
I believe so?
You know, I can't tell if that's better or worse.
It's hard to say. Let's see.
Well, here's the thing. Whichever one got Cypher gets, you know, eventually Sizzle.
This game gets Pinsir.
This game gets Pinsir.
Leaf Green gets Pinsir.
Pinsir is more immediately usable than Cypher is.
I also gets fighting moves, which is kind of funny.
It's funny, because Heracross exists.
That's also true, except Heracross is deep in the postgame.
Also, that's a level 16 Caterpie. What are you doing? That being said, we've dealt for Team Galactic Run.
That Galactic Run, he must have like a history with that thing. It was the one my mama gave me. Like, I've done a Bugs Only run of Soul Silver, and I'm not stupid enough to use a level 16 Caterpie.
There's no value in it. It
There
doesn't
is
learn
not.
anything. So,
And even if it were Bug Bite, it would not be worth it.
no, it really wouldn't. I've got antidotes.
All two of them.
Wrong Pokemon, numbnuts. I won't stop listening on you. Fuck you, Ricky. I understand. I raise you 1 Ivysaur. Yeah, I'd fucking hide
this guy.
I'd hide in my shell
Like a
too.
little-
Fuck you. How are you not dead yet?
Yeah, I'm like, no. Stupid damage trolls.
Arbiter is evolving!
Ah,
Poggeroni.
Orchard looks stanced up in this game.
Also a very deep blue.
Very, I was gonna say very deep purple, but
I mean,
that's also purple.
yeah, he is kind of purple.
It's point being the color was a lot deeper than either of us were expecting.
That is true.
Dick Kicker Nancy, what decade are you from?
I realise increasingly you're turning into me.
Who?
You.
That's kind of weird because I'm older than you.
Green. Yeah, we can take this. Barely.
Not the next one though. Oh god, that didn't kill. I miss Aquajet already.
You know what? I miss Aquajet too. Right. Let's just,
Leave.
Chestnut can deal with this. So we have a Bellsprout now.
Oh, did I forget to mark Bellsprout?
Yeah, I'm just going through now.
Wait. Oh, you marked Wardrobe already. My mistake.
Then we don't have
Meowth.
anything beyond that. Done
You already
Meowth.
have that. You already have that.
Mankey, Meowth, Paris, Zubat, Jigglypuff, Clefairy, Sandshrew, Pikachu, Snake, Rat, Pidgey, Beedrill, Butterfree, Metapod, Wartortle, Charmeleon, Ivysaur.
That's everything for now, I think.
Yeah, and
Let's see the
Kadabra.
next-
Right, that's
See
fine.
the next thing. Ugh.
The next thing I think would be probably Diglett.
Oh, we need to catch another Spearow.
Oh, we do. Oh God, we do. Ah, I just realised why.
Thankfully, it's right next door.
Okay, yeah, so it is in Vermilion. Alright, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
It is a thing,
That's
yeah.
the. Is that the only way? Hang on, I'm looking at
Yeah.
fucking spreadsheets. Is that the only one?
It might be an emerald. I'm not sure.
I don't know if I listed it as being an emerald, you know?
Let me check.
Where the fuck even is it on this list? Ah, there it is. It's in
It's
XD.
not.
Right then.
It's an XD. Okay,
So
yeah.
this is, for us, the only way we're getting this thing.
But it's okay. So you only need to do this once.
Yeah, we only need to do this once. Because there is no Surfetched. You're the
This
dickhead
dude
with
is
the
like-
Butterfree.
like this level 20 Butterfree.
So, 1 second. Last in Geodude.
I forget if it has any attacking moves, though. It might be like Psybeam and 3 powders.
I mean, at this point, you've had to fight a Starmie, so... Just bring a Geodude. It solves all your problems.
Except for the Starmie.
Except for the Starmie. It did not solve the Starmie problem.
However, it will solve the next problem very nicely.
Oh yeah, it's gonna fix our next issue.
You mean it's gonna fist our next issue?
Oh, it's... Most people are like, oh, just catch a Diglett. It's like, fuck you, I've got a Geodude.
Doesn't even matter.
No, just bring a ground type and you've won. Except Sandshrew.
Sentry will take a while because you have no ground moves. That said, it would be the case in Gen 1 because Geodude doesn't get ground moves in Gen 1. Oh shoot, I need to check if Dig is bad in this game.
I'm fairly sure it is.
Yeah, it was Gen 4 when they changed it back, so it's 60 in this game, which is terrible.
Dig is meant to be on par with Earthquake, people.
Well, it was.
Well, it was.
I will accept it having 80, though.
Yeah, base 80 is fine. Having the move be equivalent to Earthquake was a bit much.
Just a bit. Because there were no ways to hit you in it, I believe.
Yeah, because that condition didn't exist yet, did it?
Actually, no, wait. No! You could hit things with Earthquake, it just didn't do double damage.
Oh,
But
okay.
you could hit it with Earthquake. And Fissure. For the one thing in the game that had Fissure.
So can I find Spearow on this route?
I think it's the next route. Because I do remember Spearow being on Route 11. 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 16. Yeah, okay, it's next door.
This dude's got a fucking Raticate.
Oh yeah! This guy. Eradicate.
It doesn't have guts yet, does it?
No. Has Eradicate ever had guts?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
When?
Eventually Eradicate had guts.
Oh, fuck me, it's always had guts, never mind.
Oh,
But
shit!
They probably won't. But they probably won't have guts because that's ability 2. Because what, that quick attack did like nothing to you.
Yeah, it did 13 damage. Yeah, fuck you, Jeff. Vermilion City.
I forget if anything... Oh yeah, she has the first Seeker.
Thank you.
One of the most useful items in this game. Don't forget to go next door.
Yeah, we do have to go next door, but first I'm just gonna move you.
52. So... right below Paris, I believe. If I'm counting correctly. Yeah.
Yeah. And we shall safety save, because I don't like my odds. An old rod. So I'm fairly sure the only thing we can get with this is Magikarp right now.
Here for sure, yeah. I don't remember in which games you get non-Magikarp things.
Well, on the grounds that we can catch wild Gyarados later.
Yeah. I think it's like Fuchsia City.
It's, I think, Fuchsia.
Yeah, it's Fuchsia City.
Number 129, fucking hell.
Yeah, it's like almost all the way at the end. Duh. It's a joke I'm not getting, but...
It's the King of Carp. Magikarp.
Oh. I'm personally one for the Triple King. Long may his stem grow. That'd be box 5. In the 9th cell. 2nd row, 3rd cell. Yep, right there.
Alright. Getting ahead of ourselves a bit.
Yeah, and then we had Eevee, and then ugh. Oh god, evolving Eevee in these games is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait. You're playing Coliseum. It might not actually be that bad.
No, because we're going to get the 2 awkward ones.
You get the 2 weird ones right out of the way. I have evolved Eevee into Espeon and Umbreon in the handheld games. I don't recommend it. Especially since I forgot that trading resets your happiness. Whoops.
Alright, that's the bike voucher. We'll get that on the way back. I would like to sell. And the thing I would like to sell to you, my friend, is this. And in return, I will take...
It might be overkill, because Great Balls are right around the corner.
That's true. I will take some of those. And you know what?
Like 5 of them, or 10 of them, whatever, sure. We're not far from the ability to just buy soft drinks at will.
No, as soon as we get to sell it on.
I think lemonade was like milk, like some sort of like milk energy drink in the Japanese. Poliwag or Goldeen?
Adora, buddy!
I don't know what you expected. Oh, this might kill. Horsey.
Let's level up Chestnut. Karate chop action!
can get Spear here, I'm pretty sure. And I think you can get Drowsy.
I'm
here
fairly
as
sure
well.
Drowsy's here.
Which we might use, but we probably won't. Actually, you've used Hypno before. You were the one who convinced me to use it.
Yeah. Hypno is great value Alakazam. That's what that is.
It's an Alakazam that doesn't die in one shot. In fact, it dies in like 5. Oh yeah, Spearow, Sandshrew, and Drowsy are here. So we've got 2 things to catch.
Magnemite. That's overkill.
No, it's not. You use Supersonic. It's the exact amount of kill.
G2 wants to nope.
I can see some very funny use cases for it, but oh god, he has not a Magneton?
I've got to say, I just see Magneton.
It's level like 16, but it's a Magneton.
What in the fresh fuck? Good EXP though. I would rather not. Well, that's annoying. Wake up, damn it! Oh, here we go. I feel like the only thing Bellsprout has over Vileplume is speed.
Whoopee.
And that's so inconsequential.
It doesn't even matter.
Oh, a fast grass type, what a shame.
Scaptile.
I see. I'm just gonna pop one of these real quick. In anticipation. Oh, he's charging his attack.
27.
Okay, so it won't go bang yet, that's fine. That's more like it.
That's better.
Fuck you, Dirk. This should kill. It's 4 times effective. Yeah.
On a Pokemon whose defenses aren't actually that very high.
Let's actually put Arbiter back in the front. The Great Ball. Oh, he's the best in his class. Sends out Rattata.
To be fair, you didn't ask how old he was. He could be like 7.
I'm gonna make him want to go back to school. That's what this is gonna be.
Eh?
Yeah, good luck punching through this water hole. Oh. That is a big rat.
Maybe he's the best in his class for a reason.
That actually did a fair bit. You know how he's best in his class? Just by abusing the other kids with his fully evolved rat.
That's Knuckles, that's prison.
He's asserting dominance with his demon.
There's something under that rock. Scape rope.
You know, I'm glad that became a key item. For one game, because then they just made it so you can fly anywhere.
A key item that could be used in exactly 2 places.
What gets me about it is, you know, they did that, and then, you know, in Paldea there's a lot more caves. But you can just fly from inside a cave now, so it's like...
Okay.
What's the point? So there is no escape rope. Just kill the man's dog.
You think you should go back to the center and, like, heal everybody up?
Yeah, I probably should.
Because the things you want to get XP are dead.
Holy shit, Will-O-Wisp hit.
That's not that unreasonable. It's 75%. Oh, it's synchronized. Actually, that's really good. I think. Is there a guy on the top left? No.
No, but I found Chrom.
I'm trying to think of a follow-up. I just can't.
To be fair, I know nothing about Fire Emblem Awakening except how gravity's funny.
That's the only thing you need to know. Don't worry about it. Do a backflip!
Yeah, what do you know about Fire Emblem Awakening? Do a flip! That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the only thing you know, then like... Don't worry about it. 21.
With fucking glare. All right.
Wait, Glare can miss in this game? Hold up. I'm gonna look up.
What should be 95?
I bet it's like 90. I thought it was like. Hold on. Okay, no, it was 75 back then. And then Gen 5 made it 90. And then Gen 6 made it 100. Alright. 75 back then.
It's kind of bad.
Yeah. But I can use it to paralyze Doug Trio, said no one ever.
Just use Stunspore.
Oh, yeah.
A Zubat.
You could use Cadaver on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna soft serve this fucker's brains in a bowl.
That sounded very weirdly morbid.
There's obviously this kid in the grass. I raised them carefully, it should be ready by now. What to do? Fucking put them in the east and bake them at 350? Oh wow, a critical hit.
Glare can't hit ghost types in this game? Wow, alright.
What?
God, this is weird. Oh, you can delete Bop. Oh yeah, Tail, I guess it's useless on you.
Need a Reno. Oh boy, confusion bait. Youngster Dave. Hmm.
I don't think you fought that guy. He's probably another he's probably another engineer. Yeah.
Lol 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 lol. No. Haha, you're steel type now. Alright, never laugh at Magnemite.
Don't laugh at Magnemite. He'll laugh at you back.
And that should be the last one.
Alright then.
Don't need you.
I do not remember if there's anything in that hut besides the item finder. We're about to get 30 like any minute now. Don't worry about it.
Well, as soon as we get a drowsy, yeah.
I was thinking of Sphero, but also that.
Alright, we want this Spearow.
We'd probably just trade away the one that's lower leveled.
Probably.
Which I'm guessing is not this one. Oh boy, I'm gonna have some cereal stew today.
It's my greatest gift idea. Alright, here's Great Value Kadabra. I don't know why. But I've looking at this drowsy sprite, I've just thought of something.
And that is?
It'll become apparent with the nickname.
Okay. Drowsy's my favorite poison type. It has to be a poison type because like 2/3 of Koga's gym is drowsy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of Sabrina's gym is made of poison types.
Moleman.
Actually, let's get it out and find her.
What? Oh, yeah, well, over here.
I mean, mercifully, we're going to be practically handed a Hypno later, so that's fine.
Is there like an in-game trade for it, or?
No, it's in the Sevi Islands. There's a mandatory Hypno
Oh,
fight.
right. Oh, right. I forgot about that. And now that we have 30 Pokemon caught, we can get 2 copies of Leftovers for free.
Yeah, we can actually. That's true.
Yep. The main usage of Item Finder in this game is to get the Leftovers. Is the special items, you require the Item Finder and you have to be standing right on top of it.
Yeah, it's that the Macho Brace, isn't it?
I'm looking it up. The only ones I remember the Leftovers and the Sacred Ash, but I don't remember if there's another one.
Alright, so Drowsy belongs...
Oh, the Soothe Bell! Right, I forgot about the Soothe Bell. It's where Mr. Fuji was standing.
Okay.
You're right about the Macho Base. Oh, it's where Giovanni is. The PP Max is the last one. Alright.
So where does Drowsy live?
Is it 96? I think it's 96. Yeah, so box 4, top right.
And then this Spearow. It's gonna swap for that one.
This team is looking weirdly stable. It's probably because the starters are on it.
Yeah, not for long.
Bottom left? Yeah, I think it's this one. It is this one. Wow, okay. For some reason I thought it was a dude that traded you.
Alright. This is a downgrade.
this right where it's pointing? No. It was Gen 4 where it's pointing, that's right.
So this is Chiding. That's a name. Importantly, it's holding the stick. I don't know why I'd ever take the stick off. Because it is pretty much exclusively for Farfetch'd.
Did they change the name of the stick eventually?
I think they
Okay,
turned
they
it into... They did.
They
yeah.
they correctly called it the League in Gen 8.
Alright. That is, Farfetch'd 2. Whose level will match yours, to be fair. So this is number 90-something?
83. So from the bottom right, you go one up and one left.
Alright. Alright, the SSN. Arbiter's not going to be that useful here. But we do need to level up Chestnut, so it's Howdy, stranger! Welcome to my room on a boat. Oh, and so it begins.
Many tentacles.
Zubat of the sea. You know the most notable thing about Tentacle is these days? Toadstool.
That's demonstrably false.
Well, yes.
The original Tentacle is just better.
Your Staryu can harden all at once. Ah, joke's on you, this ain't Gen 8. No buff rapid spin for you.
And still nobody uses it.
No, because the fog is still everywhere.
I don't think the fog is a move that actually exists.
I recently learned a surprising number of things you wouldn't think get the fog.
How do they learn to fog?
TM.
It's TM now? Oh, it's a TM and PDSP. What the fuck? Why did they bring it back? Seedog gets the fog by breeding weight. That makes sense. Never mind.
I've got to say, considering what it evolves into.
The weird bit is it's by breeding. Kartana getting defog freaks me out though.
There's a surprising amount of things that get that move that you'd look at and think, really?
Apu Koko gets it? That's weird. Omfe gets it? Lorantis gets it? Okay, that's kind of weird. Bubsy
Yeah.
gets it?
Yep.
What? I was about to go Volcanium, like, no, that makes sense. Volcanium just has to run itself in reverse.
Yeah.
Ivy gets it? That's kind of weird.
Again, there's so much stuff that gets to Fog now. That's like, but
What
why?
if it gets it? What? I mean, like, it wouldn't be legal for use because it's not current, but still.
Yeah, but I was looking up all the things that got the Fog after they buffed it. Like, fuck Rapid Spin. It's like all the things that suddenly get teleport now that has a use.
It does?
Yeah, it's now a swap move.
With decreased priority?
I
I know it was that in one game, but I thought they got rid of it again.
I believe it is decreased priority, but yeah, it is a free switch. So it's a bit like U-turn for tanks, basically. So stuff like Clefable.
Oh yeah, it's negative. Okay, yeah.
Apparently, it synergizes really well with Wish for obvious reasons. I feel like the main benefactor of it is actually Clefable.
Clefable only got in Let's Go, so wait. Yeah, so it doesn't even matter. Who gets it normally? Let's see. Play it all. Oh right, he's always gotten it.
Yeah, it's surprisingly interesting thing for them to do is make teleport a decreased priority swap move.
The thing is, just like most of the things that get it don't even appreciate that. Like I'm looking at the list and Claydol and Deoxys, I guess, are the only ones that really like that.
That defense Deoxys.
I mean, any Deoxys, but yes. Yeah, speed form Deoxys gets something slightly different. I just don't remember what it is.
Probably fucking U-turn.
I think it was. I want to say it was agility, but I'm gonna look. Oh, double team.
Oh, double team. Gross.
And they decided to give it toxic spikes for some reason.
I mean, what? Speed Deoxys?
All of the Deoxys. Like, defense Deoxys got spiked, like normal spikes, and it's always had that, and then they decided to give toxic spikes to all the other ones.
Because why not, I guess.
I guess. God, BDSP is weird.
I mean,
How do you even get Deoxys in that game?
transfer in.
Oh, that's it? Alright.
That's it.
Never mind, that's not exciting at all.
You know what they say about sailors and battling? The more the merrier.
They slightly changed that line from the original. It used to be, you know what they say about sailors and fighting.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, baby, it's begun.
So we didn't know it back in 2004, but this was a glimpse into the future. And someone somewhere blinked.
That was a trip and a half.
It will kill one of your things.
You do remember the healing room on this ship is, right?
I believe so. I know it wasn't here in the originals.
It's not. It's not this one. It's like one to the left of it, I think. It's either like one off from the left or one off from the right, and I think it's one off from the right.
God, speaking of Pokemon I just can't get into, fucking Arcanine. Like, I just can't.
I guess you've never played Gen 8 or 7.
I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that would try Hisui and Arcanine, even though it's basically just
Terrible.
a better Macago.
Arcanine is just like a big, bulky fire type.
Yeah, that's not that interesting to me. Like, for me to be interested in a fire type, there has to be something else to it.
Stats are also like Togekiss levels high. It's like Arcanine, Volcarona, Togekiss, and maybe Lapras have like... Actually, I think it's higher than Lapras. It's like base stats are 550 something.
The thing is, I've never played a game where I've gone, yes, I want an Arcanine.
I think I used it for the first time in Black White 2, because it's part of the Dex then, and you can get it really early. I liked it.
Bitch, you left the door unlocked. That jolly nature's starting to rear its head a bit.
Yep. Let's see. It's a bunch of 580s. Yeah, Arcanine is 555, and then Volcarona is 550, and then Togekiss is 545. A bunch of 540s, which is funny.
Let's... let's use soft serve. Let's get this out of the way. Yeah, I'm looking for that Wigglytuff.
I think it's on the next, I think it's on the next floor.
You know what I'm noticing about Charmeleon so far?
but
the moveset's kind of dog shit.
yeah. Metal Claw is like the one saving grace in this game for Charmeleon. I don't remember what his next interesting move is. Oh, they deleted Rage to make room for Metal Claw, which is fair. It does get Flamethrower by level, but since it's Gen 3, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
That said, it's a lot earlier than most things get Flamethrower by level in Gen 3. 34, so he gets it before he evolves, which is nice.
Got the TM for Brick Break. That's good. Might give that to Chestnut.
Let's see what Prime Move gets by level. Haha, it gets Cross Chop at 35. That's kind of hot.
A great ball.
The Trash Chance have berries, I believe.
Funny looking on you. Right, first up. Ahoy there, are you seasick? No. Just regular sick. Is there a difference? Potentially. Ember. Oh, you are not fighting that. You know, Geodude can kill this. I don't know what using magnitude on a ship would do to the ship.
Don't worry about it. Ahoy, matey. Let's do a little jig. I don't know why I remember that guy.
And then just brace into in the Navy.
Oh god.
Man, what's the name of this ship? The Village People?
Should have known. Up and to the left. Right, I guess? I don't know. Directions are weird.
I did that at work. I get left and right mixed up the entire time.
I was like 90 degrees off all of my directions.
That was our introduction to the concept of Snorlax. I don't know why, but I am weirdly threatened by that, so I'm just gonna tag out. Oh god, it has the Chaos Emeralds. Come on, Chestnut, kill it. Trying to learn focus energy. No. Tentacle. Time to intensify the Geodude.
Speaking of intensifying the Geodude, what rules are you going to impose on yourself for trade evolutions?
Hard to say.
Because you're holding on to 2 of them.
I'll probably stick around with the
1.5.
middle stage for a while. You know, not a great deal, but you know, enough. Just to not snap everything in half. You know, it's hard to say. Oh, right. Let's kill this dude. He's got the rat.
This guy.
Stardust, that's always useful. God, I'm glad we're past the era of HMs.
Yeah. I thought we were past it too, and then Bivarel showed up again in BDSP, and then I was mad.
You know, I like how they handled it. It's like we can't completely remove the concept of HMs, so we're just gonna make it a thing you can just summon. And then it was exclusively Bivarel. Except for Fly and Defog. Next attack, alright. Let's put Arbiter back out front. Strong or rare Pokemon? How about? Hear me out on this. Both. Am I going to argue with a fucking Dragonite? No.
I think, I want to say after this battle, the guy says, you prefer both.
He's got a Haunts. God, there's a Pokemon that's just terrible. Legends Arceus gives you a shiny one, that's like, I'm still not fucking using it.
A shiny what?
Ponyta.
Oh. What a really specific choice.
Yeah, it's like a side quest that... It's like, oh, there's a Ponyta out in the plains that was blue and not, you know, this normal colour. And I was like, Galarian Ponyta? And then I get there, it's like, nope, that's fucking shiny.
Should probably go back and heal.
We should, but I'm also going to put Geodude in front.
Yeah. It's because he has a Kadabra that makes it just slightly scarier. And Nova Taiki if you pick Squirtle.
Alright, let's go. Hopefully easily win.
We can only hope. You know what's kind of messed to think about? He actually got invited to this party.
Yeah, how?
I'm not sure. Or Turtle. Alright, yeah, leave. Pretty sure Leech Seed is your play here.
Slightly concerned that Spore Spawn is outspeeding.
Neither of these things are particularly fast.
No, but if you've got to tell me which one was faster.
I think they're tied, actually. I'll look. Yeah, now I'm just curious. Alright, Ivysaur is 60. War Turtle's 58. Okay. I mean, that's about what I expected.
Kadabra. I'm actually gonna go to Arbiter for this.
Because he has Bite. That's actually a good idea. I mean, Bite is special in this game, but it's a start.
Oh, here we go.
You're back here again. Never mind, we're fine.
Nice try.
Yeah. Do they up Sable's accuracy in this game? I need to look.
And last is Raticate. So let's go to Chestnut.
No, it's still 55. Alright.
Jesus Christ, Chestnut.
Sadly, the SS Aqua's captain doesn't actually throw up.
Alright, we now have Cut.
Did you know in this game you turned into a lava cookie?
Yeah. He was waiting there a while.
You ever bake a cookie twice?
Jesus.
If I must suffer, then so must you. Probably want to teach you to, like, something we don't care about. Bench Arbiter, because we're not going to use him in here.
That is true.
And grab, I don't know, the Rattata? Or the Farfetch'd. Grab the Farfetch'd.
You want me to have to use for the Farfetch?
Because then we can also teach it Fly.
This is true.
That said, if Farfetch doesn't get cut, I'm gonna be kind of mad. I like how you had to think about that.
I had to think about that, so wait a minute.
I didn't want to interrupt, it was too special. You better fucking learn cut. Yeah, good. Besides, when are you ever gonna use a Farfetch for anything?
This is true.
I'm actually gonna check to see if Farfetch can get Fly. Like, with... Yes, okay. You can learn Cut and Fly. This makes it really good.
I mean, we're gonna have a Charizard.
Yeah, but you probably don't want to teach a Charizard Fly. Like, it gets Wing Attack. I think that's pretty stable.
Alright, this is all Geodude.
We're walking out of here with a Growler, aren't we?
Oh, probably. He walked in a dude and he's coming out a man. I'm just gonna...
Yeah. Magnitude.
That won't save you.
Oh god, it did.
Oh god, it actually did. All right.
Bro. What?
It used one. That's cute. The Voltorb has like no defense, so this is practically free.
Mm-hmm.
And you're 4 times weak to ground, so I'm not entirely sure this matters.
Oh, he's mega dead now.
Yes, that's lovely. Right. Alright, now for the boring bit.
Keep in mind the second switch doesn't exist until you find the first one.
Exactly. Oh god, it's in the middle.
Alright. Oh god. I'm so glad Let's Go fix this. Okay. Not taking any chances, huh?
This should not be that bad.
It shouldn't.
I mean, he can spam Sonic Boom with his Voltorb, and that's about it.
Or click double to even be awful. But whatever.
Yeah, this one ain't dodging. Alright, now the hard part.
In air quotes.
I mean, Raichu in this game looks like he's ready for a scrap.
That's true.
Oh, he's dead. But first, look at him becoming a man. And that is Shockwave.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so now we have a Graveler.
Graveluden.
Graveluden. So let's see on my list of Infinite Wisdom. So we no longer have a Geodude, but we now have a Graveler.
Mm-hmm.
What do we need for the Mr. Mime trade?
An Abra.
An Abra?
Yep. We need an Abra. Actually, let me look it up.
Yeah, double check.
Just to double check.
I know in Gen 1 it's an Abra.
It's like I remember it changed like once or twice. In yellow it's Clefairy, alright. It's back to being Abra again.
Okay, so it is Abra.
Sadly, it's not called Marcel anymore.
We have a Graveler now.
I like his back spring. It's like some sort of rock monster rising out of the earth.
This is probably the strongest thing on our team right now.
Look at its stats and find out. Because its defense stat was 63 before it evolved. And its attack was 48. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, it's got Rocket, too. That could be... Does it get Double Edge in this game? Hold up.
I mean, Kadabra's special attack is through the sky.
Really, really late, but it does. But the alternative was Sturdy, which does nothing in this game, so...
No, it does nothing in this game, so Rockhead is the best one, because we can spam recall moves with that.
Oh, one of them. Double Edge.
Yeah, sadly there's no Head Smash in this game.
Head Smash was not a thing until Gen...
4.
4, right? Because Relicanth got it then.
I just need an Abra. That's all I need.
It's also the only way we get one of these.
Yeah, I remember, I think pretty much all the in-game trade Pokemon are...
Most of them. There's like a couple of weird ones like Electrode, but like Farfetch'd, Mr. Mime, Jinx, and Lickitung are only from traders.
So what do we need for the Jinx and the Lickitung?
Jinx is Poliwhirl.
Right.
Lickitung, I don't remember. Let me look it up. My brain wants to say like Graveler or Machoke, but that sounds horrible. Oh, it's a Golduck or a Slowbro, in which case it'd be Slowbro for us. I think this place can catch wild ones, but like really late. Let me see. Oh yeah, Berry Forest and Cape Brink. That's right. And Cinnabar Islands with a Super Rod for some reason.
What, Slowbro?
Yes, Slowbro. I don't know what the. Let me see what the place with the best odds is.
Cinnabar Island with a Super Rod you can find. Wild Slowbro. That is so fucking bizarre.
Yeah. Like, that one's the one that weirds me out. Okay, it looks like most places it's 5%, except for really deep in the Seafoam Islands, where it's as high as 15%.
Wow.
So if you like go to where Articuno is, it's got 15% chance. To be fair, that's about when we're finding that guy anyway.
That is true.
And wow, is that one hell of a downgrade. A Sloper for a Lickitung.
Yeah.
We thought the Spirit of Farfetch was a downgrade. No, this is worse.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Remember, this is Sloper at Gen 3 we're talking about.
This bitch.
Oh. Trade mods have fixed IVs starting in Gen 2.
Huh.
And wow, the Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald ones are all crap. They're all like 5s and 4s.
Gross.
And then like all the Fire Relief Greens ones hover somewhere around 20.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
Which is like workable. Nature's a fix, but we knew that. Bro, this Mr. Mime is timid.
I mean, that's alright. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die of old age first. You know what I need for peoples?
Heh. Heh. Heh.
This is the part of this that I was expecting. So it doesn't help that Abra's already rare.
Oh, we're not here for too long.
What's gonna happen first? I catch this Abra or I see a fucking shiny?
Abra.
Okay.
I have no doubt in my mind of this.
Welcome to the Pokemon experience.
The authentic Abra experience.
That's fair. Why do I get the feeling Metapod and Kakuna are rarer than Abra?
I believe you're correct. Let's see.
I mean, I'm seeing them with such frequency where I'm like, well, they're clearly not common.
Akuna is 1%, Metapod's 4%, and Abra is 15%.
Right. I already have some questions.
The talking I heard about the job listing and wanted it on the action.
Yeah, I can be an Abra. If you squint hard enough.
I actually have a very, well, not very, a slightly funny experience of Fire Red Leaf Green with shinies. So, you know how players' guides used to exist as, like, physical books? Well, I wanted to go get one with, like, Fire Red Leaf Green, and I was, like, flipping through and, like, this is all really useful information. So we bought it. And as I found out after the fact, there was one page that had been ripped out by somebody. And it was the page where... It was, I think it was the page where Mewtwo was on it. But, like, on the back side of that page was, notice that shinies are in the game. And I think I had a picture of a shiny Metapod or something. It was orange. So I always find it funny that like I'm missing one page just because somebody like tore it out before doing whatever. Is it the Mewtwo page? Let me see. I actually have it in my bookcase. I can look. Yeah, it's a page of Mewtwo on it, and on the other side is shinies.
Wow.
So like I have half of the Cerulean Cave map. And to this day, I will never be able to figure out why the page was torn out, because there are 2 pages. Oh, they actually put that guy there as a hint. How convenient. Oh wait, do we have a flying type?
Yes.
Okay, put him in the front. Wait, shit. He's gonna die, isn't he? Maybe we want to put someone else in the front. That'll do.
Alright, look at the Diglett's tunnel.
You just call it Diglett's tunnel?
Yeah. Where's the tunnel?
Did they change the name in Let's Go or something?
It's a tunnel and it's Diglett's. Right.
In what game is it called Diglett's Tunnel?
You know, it might be Sun and Moon.
Oh yeah, Diglett's Tunnel is Sun and Moon. Diglett's Cave is the Kanto one. Why did you not use... Oh, you want to, like, catch it?
Well, yeah.
Alright.
Good job, Mankey. Right, so far, Furious Vibes has done a very good job of hitting 5 times.
I'm not entirely surprised because, well, Diglett has no defense or HP at all.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, we got the 5%! You have Psybeam, why'd you put Confusion? Wow, alright.
You know when you said, oh yeah, Fury Swipes very rarely hits 5 times? I'm seeing a lot more 5 times than I am anything else.
This seat is cursed. It gets Mud Slap?
Okay, right, I'm gonna burn it. Oh my god. 5% chance of death, that's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Well, we just afraid it doesn't click Fury. So like, Sand 2, Mud Slap, Fury Swipes, and what, Dig?
Dig, I think.
Yeah, okay. Throw a Pokeball at it, see what happens. Damn. That would have been very funny.
That would have been funny. What did you catch? I have no idea. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't run into this.
I wasn't sure what to think, because every time I want to run into it, I don't. The reverse is not true because I always want to run into it.
Of course it's a bitch to catch, because it's a fucking level 29 Dugtrio.
This is how I basically play yellow version. I run
Come in
around
here,
Piglet's cave,
catch the
and wait for
Dugtrio.
little- Yeah, catch the Dugtrio and then go kill everything. It's so easy.
Please just get in the ball.
At least it isn't secret true final boss of that one weird permadeath room we had.
Jesus.
Where you caught the Mewtwo and then Fisher just immediately ended your life.
And then there was that other one where every Elite Four member had a fucking Whiscash with Fisher.
Oh yeah.
So, why does everybody have a Whiscash? I do need to start hitting this thing.
Why did you... Wow, can't believe you just jinxed it. You wanna like...
Of course it did.
You resist rock throw? Unless that was the plan.
Oh my god. Do you ever wonder if something's worth it?
Yeah.
Like, my brain's going, is it worth catching this Dugtrio?
I think you've already invested too much.
Hmm.
Don't look at me. Unfortunately, your chat overlay won't let you see these, but I'm just gonna do this. One sec. Alright, there it is.
I need a Diglett.
You
Not that badly. Okay then. If 3 of them is an FOE, then 1 of them is F.
Alright.
Ooh, I know what I can do.
I don't actually know what's back here. There's nothing actually back here. You feel like there is, but no, there isn't.
Let's just get this now while we're here.
There's like nothing else here, I think.
Alright. Let us acquire.
Guess it's the only Abra we have here. So let's see. You're all the way down here.
Of course, this game has a specific screen for wireless adapters.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so does Emerald. Why is this a surprise?
Because I haven't played any of the GBA games.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah, the game will detect if it's a link cable or a wireless adapter. By default, all the NPC trades use the wireless adapter animation.
Buy it.
Might not.
Like I said last. Tritas, it falls under what I said last time. This game wants to separate the peasants from royalty.
Oh yeah. Capitalism, baby. Alright, so now we have Flash, finally. You know what?
Delete, what are you deleting, actually?
Disable.
Disable.
I will get infinitely more use out of Flash than Disable, and I can't believe I'm saying that.
Yeah. Because disable is just not good. Leave this another item down here. Keep going, I think. It's in here, I think.
Alright then.
I guess it's not here.
Teleport stress.
Really? Teleport? What are you, nuts?
Right, so Doug Trio.
51, right before Meowth.
So right before Meowth. Excellent. Now we have to go put you all the way at the end.
122. So box 5 second slot.
We still need Farfetch'd for a bit. So I will bring...
We're gonna need one of them. There's a lot of rock and grass types coming up.
Yeah, there is. Let's kind of wing it.
Alright. We don't have fly.
No, we don't have fly, not yet.
That doesn't have for a while.
I mean, there's only 3 permanent team members currently here, so...
Charmeleon, Graveler, and...
Mankey.
Mankey? Wait, why are you going this way?
Why am I going this way?
You're supposed to go north.
Part of me thinks that music doesn't seem right for an underground path.
Don't worry about it.
I believe you have a bicycle to pick up.
And text to speed up. Wait.
Alright. Free bike. Alright. So now we have Dust Bike. I can't wait until we get Dust Flute and Dootin.
We're not playing the game in German, but we'll be there soon. I forget what you can catch here. Like, I have no idea. This is Route 9.
I don't think there's much.
Is that why I don't remember anything being here? Oh, wow. Yeah, it's all terrible. That's why.
Anything new?
Nope. Sphere and Sandshrew. That's actually awful.
That is
Anything?
bad.
I think there's a rod. Oh, wait, there's no water here.
That's Route 10.
Route 10 has the water.
And I'm fairly sure it's only Magikarp at this point.
I believe so. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, you can get Voltorb.
Ooh.
It's just yeah. I remember Voltorb just being outside.
So the weakest part of Charmeleon right now is the moveset. Like, this thing is actually kind of falling behind. To be fair, the only thing that's currently got decent oomph behind its power right now is Graveler. Oh, finally it woke up. And back to Bellsprout. Use this. Recover Chestnut. Aerial Ace.
Oh yeah, that's here.
That's cute. Please die. Oh, speaking of cute. There we go, another Intimidate Growlithe. Alright. Rip.
He's dead. Yep.
Oh, you're a bug catcher, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Salamandra take this.
Got this, like a Metapod, Kakuna, Butterfree, Beedrill, I think. It's like the last bug catcher in the game is on this route, I think. I say that knowing full well there's probably bug catchers on Six Island.
Probably.
Yep. There are bug catchers there.
Oh my god. Too visual. A bold choice. So there's actually nothing new here at all.
Nope.
Makes me wonder what the fucking point is. Soft Serve can do this.
Wait for it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Alright, burn heal. Bit early for that, but okay.
Level 20 Caterpillar.
Who the fuck?
He did say
Bug
it was.
catchers.
He did say it was a super bug Pokemon.
No, it's super right.
Super torched.
Oh,
A Venonat.
It's the first time you see one of those. Why is it like? Yep. That's what I thought.
I'm taking the rock tunnel to go to Lavender Town. Yeah, you're clearly not doing that at the moment, are you?
He's taking a rest. Don't worry about it.
I think he's full of shit.
Yeah.
Sandshrew, I'll let Soft Serve kill that. Snack. Oh my god. Reflect. Sure. Fuck confusion.
Yeah, confusion, I guess.
Presto Chesto.
This fine Duden has tiger stuff.
Aren't you a little toughy? Isn't that kind of dodgy coming from a hiker?
You can tell this game was written in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
That doesn't make it okay.
It just sounds so dodgy.
It's like, oh, it happened 25 years ago, it's fine.
It was also a game written when the player character was always male.
This is true.
They have thankfully gotten a lot better about that. It's not like they didn't know how, because Crystal has a lot of genericized statements in it.
Yeah. It's easier to write for one, not both.
Yeah.
Don't you dare patronize.
Bitch, you approached me.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything yet.
I mean, sure.
Ah yes, delicious currency.
He's gonna fight you with bullion. Alright, Route 10.
You want a Voltorb or
Well,
you should probably heal first actually.
I mean, it
Right
doesn't
here.
really matter.
Yeah. It's not like you're gonna be using Voltorb.
No, but it's also not like we can't just get one as a fixed encounter later.
Oh yeah. I forgot that new Marvel Power Plant has several of those. 20 the Everstone? Yeah.
Great.
Everstone.
In that case, I'll press the fucking B button, my guy.
It'll prevent evolution according to the Professor, but is it like prevent evolution according to other things?
The choice proceed is cut a tree or beat the shit out of someone. I see you have chosen violence.
Can't we do both? It's way funnier to do both.
Fuck nature and fuck these kids. I think the batteries in my GBA just died.
Oh.
One sec. Yep. Okay. Let me just.
Wait, you using the GBA like as a controller?
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm not using the fucking GameCube controller. You off your tits?
Fair enough.
Oh, okay. The Everstone doesn't do breeding stuff in this game. That's right, it doesn't. I just remember that.
No, it doesn't. They didn't do that until Gen.
Emerald. It was Emerald.
Emerald. Okay.
Emerald was when they introduced literally all of those things: field effects, synchronize, Everstone, all kinds of funny things. I'm pretty sure that's when Volt Tackle started.
Ooh, pizza. Ooh. Okay, so let's have a look. Hey, life. Right.
I've been at a gym a few times, but I always lose.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, you're about to lose this time to not a gym leader.
Oh, that's cute. But fairy? You're not a fairy yet. Time to get kicking. Right.
Okay. I always find it impressive when they decide to use that in singles.
You know what, so do I. It's like, bro, are you that dumb? And the answer is often yes.
Just press buttons, bro. It's not that hard.
Oh yeah, it's totally not that hard.
I mean, you're pressing buttons right now. Can't be that hard.
That's fair. Alright. What thinks that'll do for today?
That sounds good. This is a good place to stop. We've got Onyx. I think
Machop.
Machop. Cubone is not here, but it's in the next area. We got a couple things to look forward to, actually.
There is a few things to look forward to. We're probably going to start filling out the team over the next stream or two.
Let's see, actually, what's in here. Mankey's in here, okay. So Machop and Onyx are in here that are new. And then a couple of things you've already seen. I didn't actually know Mankey was in here.
That's weird.
And then, you know, other stuff later.
Yeah, it is surprisingly slow going on the Pokedex tree, you may look at it.
I don't know, you surged ahead to like 30 really quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like it cracks open once we get to Celadon.
Yeah, once we get to Celadon, we start getting poison types, fire types, flying types, ghost types.
And then once we have the Poke Flute, then the world is our oyster at that
The
point.
world is our oyster, because then we start getting water types, super rod, you know, all kinds of stuff.
Super Rod and Good Rod basically back to back.
In that order.
Yep, in that order. What I do is I kill that Stellax and I get the Super Rod and then I turn around.
Alright. So next time we're going to do Rock Tunnel, Lavender Town, we're probably going to do the Team Rocket Hideout, Celadon Gym, Pokemon Tower.
Rocket Hideout is before Lavender Town.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we're going to tip our hat and pass through and say how do you do.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it counts as... Well, we can do the rival fight early, but there's not much point to doing that.
No.
Because you can't poke it all our way up the tower anymore.
Sadly not.